The Jesus Story, Chapter 5, Parables. Jesus used stories to teach lessons. The prophets had said the wise would be confounded and not have ears to hear common sense. But normal folks who saw the miracles, they were listening. The stories spoke about the kingdom of God. The farmer, Jesus, sowed his seed in his field, the earth. An enemy sowed weeds. At the end of the age, the bad is rooted out and burned so the righteous can shine. The religious leaders today will point here and say this is where all the families of earth are not blessed. What it says is, at the last day, evil will be gone. A good standing with God wins the day. Nations come and go. In the end, God will keep his promise. We are not at the end yet. God is more famous for mercy than judgment. God will get all he wants at the end. It would look bad if he didn't, for eternity. Billions of human souls, cursed to burning in hell forever, does not reconcile with every family blessed. They simply both can't be true at the same time. The kingdom is like a treasure a man finds in a field. He buries the treasure and then sells all he has to buy the field. The kingdom is like yeast. Put a pinch in and a whole loaf rises. Or like a load of fish, good fish are set aside to eat or sell, the bad tossed. A mustard seed is very tiny. It grows into a perch many birds can shade themselves in. Everybody wondered where Jesus got his authority. He did not speak like the religious leaders. Jesus was funded by rich ladies he'd healed or made sane. Jesus was wearing a very expensive cloak the night he was finally arrested. The disciples, many being fishermen, used boats to haul Jesus around. Sometimes he'd teach from a boat. Once they were crossing the sea and a storm came that began to sink the boat. They woke Jesus up. They feared for their lives. Jesus calmed the storm. Jesus got word that a high-ranked Jewish official asked for him to see his sick daughter. Jesus was on the way, crowded by people. A woman who'd been sick all her life and spent her money on doctors swept by and got her hand on the trail of Jesus' cloak. Jesus stopped. "Who touched me?" Scores of people were touching him. The lady confessed, and Jesus sent her on her way, healed. When Jesus got to the sick daughter's house, she was dead. Jesus resurrected her. After this, there was a feast in Jerusalem. Jesus healed a man who'd been crippled from birth on the Sabbath. He told the man to pick up his things and go home. Religious leaders warned the healed man about the regulation not to carry a load on the Sabbath. The healed man did not comply. He said, "The man who healed me told me to carry these." Jesus answered the religious leaders, "I work when my Father tells me." They wanted to kill him for blasphemy. He was clearly making himself to be equal with God. And to top that off, he was healing and forgiving everyone.